Welcome back on a cold December afternoon. I wanted to show you working on my lavender wall here, and I ran out of lavender, but eventually it'll come all the way across, and I'll add more of these fences up all around. It'll totally cover this wall here. These are some of my phenomenal lavender, but of course I can't pick any right now because it's not growing. But eventually that's the plan. I'm going to cover it all up with lavender, so it'll just be a wall of hanging lavender. Pretty cool. What do you think of my new workbench? It's even on wheels. Yeah, it's just a few 2x4s, some plywood, a couple pocket screws, and all put together. I don't know much about construction, but I thought it was kind of cool and it's useful here. I was making soap on it last weekend, and it'll come in handy. Store a lot of the soap stuff and eventually lavender and maybe essential oils. Maybe I'll do a still right here and distill some lavender. So that's kind of what I want to talk about today. One of the varieties of lavender that is the absolute GOAT of essential oils. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Graves Lavender.
Do you know the Muffin Man, the Muffin Man, the Muffin Man?
Other than Grosso
The Muffin Man who lives on Drury Lane.
Those are probably higher level. This one does really, really well. In fact, this variety is so tough, so rugged, it could probably bench press your entire herb garden. It's an English lavender, and like I said, its essential oil production is alpha male. Totally off the charts. In fact, most people think lavender is cute and delicate and soft, but no, not Graves Lavender. It wakes up at 4 a.m., chugs photosynthesis, and goes outside for the day and grows more. Some lavenders whisper in the wind, but Graves, it growls. Other lavender just kind of sit there politely, but Graves is like, move over. I need more room for my extremely big spikes. It could have spikes that tall, 2 foot tall. And in fact, it doesn't even bloom. It actually flexes. But let's talk real stats, because truly every variety, every legend has its own resume. Like I said, Graves is going to have huge flower spikes. It's going to be very durable. It'll put these phenomenal, it'll rival the length of those phenomenal. And its fragrance, very, very strong. That's why the lavender lovers like it for its essential oil. Very high in camphor, and its smell is off the charts. And like I said, the oil content rivals the biggest producers in the lavender business. Second only to really Grosso. However you say it. Tomato, I don't know. And like I said, it's very hardy. In fact, this variety here could probably survive the apocalypse in nothing but a tank top. And it yields like nobody's business. Lots and lots of production, high yield plant. I know it doesn't look like much now. You look at it and you're like, how is that gonna get so large and 3 feet tall, 4 feet tall? This will put on serious growth once it's in its environment. Right now I'm keeping it inside, under a little light, and giving it just a little bit of water every other day. And it's, it's surviving, it's maintaining. But once I get it in the spring, and I'm gonna hold it, I'm gonna keep on doing that until spring. And put it in the spring, and it'll be off to the races. It'll be off to the races. So this will do just fine. All these stats are why lavender lovers love the Graves variety. Truly, if Graves Lavender was a person, it would have a beard. It would probably chop wood on the weekends. And it would smell so good that people would ask it what cologne it's wearing. And it would just respond with, "No cologne, that's just me." So how do we grow Graves Lavender? Well, like all lavenders, it needs full sun. Not it needs sun between 214 and 216 every day. I mean like full sun. It needs drainage like it's living in a gravel pit. If your soil is wetter than a Labrador Retriever, this variety will nope out on you. This plant likes it dry, desert dry, like a cowboy movie. And if you overwater it, congratulations, you've created lavender soup. Be cognizant of that. Make sure it drains well. Make sure all the water gets the roots wet and then moves onward. Do not let it sit in a trench of city water. Because Graves doesn't want soup, it wants freedom. And this beast grows wide, it grows tall. You need at least 3 feet, 48 inches in between each plant to make sure that there's enough air circulation around it. So it has to have a to flex its purple muscles. So since it's winter, I'll probably be doing more reviews on different varieties of lavender. So if you want more tough guy plant breakdowns, or if you just enjoy a grown man acting like lavender is going to audition for Rocky 7, hit that like button and subscribe to the Lavendary Podcast.